Hey, what's good, everyone? This is Austin, or Luna. Now, today's story is a pretty funny one in my opinion. This is about 16-year-old Luna, and it was a while ago. And it all takes place at a skate park, okay? So I'm going to get right into it. So like I said, 16 years old, at a skate park with 3 of my friends, having fun, just skating around, having fun. Now, someone was there. I don't know who it was, but someone was there, and they brought their dad, because I think they were a little bit younger. And their dad was just sitting in the parking lot with a cooler, getting drunk. Like, Dad of the Year alert, like, for real, just, whose dad's is this? Someone come get him, please. Could you imagine going somewhere with your friends when you were younger, and your dad comes with you, and one of your friends is just like, whose dad is that? And you turn around to see your dad sitting in the parking lot with a cooler, just getting drunk? Like, I couldn't imagine that. But anyway, back to the story. I was in the skate park, having fun with my friends, skating around, and all of a sudden, this dad comes into the skate park, yelling and screaming. And I had a really good view of this because I was on top of one of the half pipes, and it was one of the higher up ones. So I was just on this big ramp looking over the whole park, and I see him yelling and screaming at people, and he gets up to the half pipe, and he stares up at me and my friends and goes, "You!" And he points at me. And I was like, huh? And he goes, "Stay right there." And he starts trying to climb up the half pipe, and he's like falling in the process. And he finally gets up to me, and he gets up in my face, and he's like, "You're a piece of shit. You're this, you're that, you're that. You knocked over a kid. What's wrong with you?" And I was like, huh? I've been up here just sitting here for a while. What do you mean? He's like, "You knocked over my fucking son. Don't lie in my face." Like, getting ready to, like, fight me. And I was 16. This guy's probably, like, fucking 40. And my friend interrupted him. He's like, "Hey, man, he hasn't done anything wrong. He's been skating, minding his own business, hasn't gotten in anybody's way. He hasn't knocked anyone over. So, like, you have the wrong guy." And then he gets in my friend's face. He's like, "You want to lie to cover up your scumbag friend? You guys are pieces of," like, just saying horrible, just messed up stuff to a group of teenagers when you're, like, some dad. And at first I was fine with it. I was just taking whatever he was throwing at me, just kind of ignoring him until he shut up and walked away. But then he said something about me that just really made me mad. He goes, "You're a scumbag. Your mother's probably ashamed of you." And I was like, okay, man. So I just looked at him and I was like, really? You want to talk about parenting? You're a scumbag. You're a terrible example as a father, and your son's embarrassed of you as we speak. The only high point in your life is standing up on this high-up half-pipe bitching at 16-year-olds. Like, for real, man, you sit in a parking lot and get drunk for fun. You're a loser. And he got so mad. He got up in my face trying to, like, fight me. And I got up in his face because I was pissed. And I don't know why I did this, but I started, like, literally, like, getting chest to chest with this dude. And he was backing up like an idiot because he was so drunk and he didn't realize where he was. And he literally backed off the half-pipe and fell. Like, when he went to take a step back, he thought his foot was going to touch ground, but it literally had nothing to go on because it was a half-pipe. And he stepped off and just basically, like, fell backwards and rolled down the half-pipe. He basically skated a half-pipe without the skateboard, okay? He, like, dropped in and then rolled down. So anyway, he was laying on the ground after that for like a second, and I really thought he knocked himself out at first or something, or was like seriously hurt. But I quickly realized he was just super, super drunk and didn't want to get up because he rolled back around and he looked our way and threw us the finger and said, "Fuck you," really loud. And I was like, okay, he's good. And he gets up, finally, and he starts stumbling away. And he walks out of the skate park into the parking lot. There was a kid in the parking lot. I don't know if it was his kid or not, but he was just sitting there waiting. And I think it was, but I still really don't know to this day, like, who was his son, because he didn't point at anybody, he didn't say who it was, and I didn't run into anyone. So, like, if I ran into someone and I knew what they looked like, I would have known. But I didn't hit anyone, I didn't get in anyone's way. I always keep to myself at skate parks because I know how annoying it is when someone gets in someone's way at a skate park, so I always stay clear of everyone. And I didn't hit anyone. Like, this guy just literally must have thought that I was the guy that skated into his son and knocked him over or something, even though it clearly wasn't me, it was somebody else, and he had the wrong guy. But anyway, he basically took the loss, walked out all drunk and angry, and he didn't fight me, which was pretty awesome. I kind of stood up for myself and he didn't do anything. But yeah, guys, I basically won a little fight against a dad. He took the L, and he just left, and that was basically the end of the story. And it was really, really crazy to me, and pretty funny too. So I hope you guys enjoyed this story. Please leave a like if you guys did. Subscribe if you're new. I might be live streaming when you see this, so come check out that link in the description, twitch.tv/Luna. And I'll see you guys all later. Peace.
Controversy, I should worry